Hello, lovely sewists! Today we're diving into the art of crafting a stunning and elegant kimono-like robe that will add a touch of timeless sophistication to your wardrobe. In this tutorial, I'll be sharing my tips and tricks to help you achieve the perfect fit and finish, creating a garment that reflects your unique taste and personality. The pattern is down below in the description. After cutting out each piece, I start by sewing the shoulders. Align the front with the back as you see in the illustration, and sew the right sides together. Don't forget to backstitch at the start and end. Overlock or sew the seam with a zigzag stitch. Iron the seam edges towards the back. Moving on to the sleeves. First, I iron the sleeve bottom pieces in half with the right side outside. Pin the sleeve bottom to the right side of the sleeve, then sew these 3 layers 1 centimeter wide. Overlock or sew the seam with a zigzag stitch. Iron the seam width towards the bottom. Overlock the edges of the sleeves as well. Mark the center of the sleeves at the top and and align this mark exactly to the shoulder seam. The two edges of the sleeves align with the marks on the front and back. Overlock this section on both sides from the bottom of the front to the bottom of the back. Press the seam flat. Fold the robe with the wrong side facing out and sew the edges as illustrated. At the corner, leave the needle down, lift the foot, and turn sharply. Cut the corner under the armpit right up to the seam, being careful not to cut the seams. Iron these seams as well. Moving on to the collar, I turn the front collars in pairs with the right sides together and sew on the outer curve as illustrated. Sew the back collar together in the same way, but on the shorter curve. Cut into the seam allowance on the curved parts to avoid wrinkling when you turn the collar back. Turn the collars right side out and iron them so that the seams are on the edges. Place the collars in this order. Then open them up and sew them with the right side together 1 centimeter wide. Always check to ensure the seams are accurate. Sew the collar in place. Turn the collar with the right side onto the robe. Overlock or sew the seam with a zigzag stitch. Press the seam flat. Iron the bottom piece in half so that the wrong side is inside. Sew the 2 edges so that the right side is inside, then turn it inside out. Pin this piece to the bottom of the robe. Then sew the 3 layers together. Overlock or sew the seam with a zigzag stitch. Iron the seam downwards. On the edge of the waistband, fold it back towards the wrong side 1 centimeter. Then fold it in half horizontally so that the right side is inwards. Pin to keep the fold in place and sew. Stop 1 centimeter before the end, turn at the corner and sew this edge. Turn the waistband inside out. Using a pin, carefully turn the corners out. At the other edge, adjust the fold so the edge is precise and straight. Then sew 1 millimeter wide. And we are done with our robes. I hope you've enjoyed crafting this elegant kimono-like robe as much as I enjoyed guiding you through the process. Share your finished creations with the hashtag #RoseRobe on Instagram. And feel free to ask any questions. Thank you for joining me in this sewing adventure. Until next time, happy stitching!